Hate and resentment is like lighting yourself on fire and you're expecting the other person to be bothered by the smoke. When I heard that perspective, it rocked my world. I've heard of the other ones, but this one rocked my world. Forgiveness doesn't mean texting them, nor does it mean reconciliation, and it's not about pretending what they did was okay. Forgiveness means choosing to stop carrying the weight of what they did to you. That sounds peaceful, right? It's not about setting them free. It's in fact about setting you free. And today I'm going to show you how to forgive without breaking no contact, without breaking the 30-day detox rule. Because you can grant yourself forgiveness. You can free yourself of it. And I'm going to show you how. Or at least offer you a shift in perspective, and you can investigate how you can apply those tools to your own situation. Remember that you don't have to change the world. Just don't leave it the same. So live fully, love deeply, and laugh hard. Because as human beings, we have our unique story, situation, events that occurred. Your life is completely different from mine, as well as the next person and all these people that I've come across. But one thing for certain that's a constant that we can all connect with as human beings is the emotion, what we feel. I felt sad before. I felt lonely before. I felt broken, miserable, angry, upset, frustrated, mad at just everything. I've been there. Sad at everything, including myself. I've been there. So that's one way we can connect. So I encourage you as we enter these further days and as you continue to watch this video, I encourage you to open up your heart. Because they say if you open yourself up to the world, then the world will open itself up to you. And the only way anything in this video can penetrate and do the works within your spirit, your mind, your soul, is if you open yourself up to it. So I'm not telling you that this is the end all be all, nor am I telling you if this is the right way. I'm offering you a shift in perspective that can lead to a different decision-making pattern that can take you somewhere completely different in life. That's it. So first and foremost, forgiveness is by far one of the most misunderstood components when it comes to healing. Because oftentimes people think forgiveness means reconciliation, or that forgiveness means weakness. But that can't be anything but the furthest thing from the truth, because those two things are completely different. Forgiveness is something internal. It doesn't require action. It doesn't require this grand gesture, this grand long text paragraph or letter or voicemail or video. It doesn't require much action besides internal work. Changing the story you tell yourself, softening your heart, your spirit, your mind. It's not about what they deserve. It's about what you deserve, which is peace. That sounds amazing. Oh, it sounds amazing. Doesn't it sound amazing? It sounds amazing, doesn't it? And is this something that you needed? Is this something that you needed? Leave a comment down below so far. Are you rocking with this episode? Because I'm rocking with it. I like this one. This one reminds me of seasons where my heart was so hard. Oh, anger was just driving the steering wheel. I was lighting myself on fire, hoping that the other person would be bothered by the smoke. They also say hate and resentment is like holding onto a hot piece of coal and you're ready to throw it, but you never do. So only you get burned. Or it's like drinking poison and you expect the other person to die. It's realizing that the act of anger, holding on to it, the resentment is only hurting you and no one else. And you know why it matters? Why it's so important to be able to understand the misconception of it is because carrying resentment keeps you tied to them emotionally, while forgiveness loosens the overall chain. Our mind holds on to that hate and resentment towards that person because subconsciously there's a story that says holding on to this hate and resentment is the only thing that we can hold on to right now. And it's better than not holding on to anything at all. Because deep down, we still love them. That's real. That's real. Just being able to speak this is so therapeutic. So from a cognitive behavioral therapy, this is like the math equation of unforgiveness. Unforgiveness leads to a rumination loop where you just keep thinking of why you're mad and why you're angry, and you let the oil in the water boil inside of you, right? You let your heart ferment. And it kind of looks like they hurt me, I'm stuck, I can't move on. I can't heal because they hurt me. I didn't get the closure that I need, now I can't move on. How can I let go of this if I don't have the closure? You have the closure. They didn't choose you. They're not here. Their actions is the closure. They showed you who they are. Now you struggle to believe them because you want them to, I don't know, write it out in paper that this is who I am. I'm not choosing you and we can never work again. Meanwhile, their actions are telling you exactly what it is. For some reason, you have this story telling yourself that you need more, but why are you going to grant so much power to someone else when it comes to your own healing journey? Because what you're saying is, I can't move on. I can't be happy. I can't enjoy the finer things in life and open myself up to potential future love and opportunities because they're not giving me permission to. Right? That's literally what you're saying when you get stuck into these emotions, whether you're holding on to the closure or the hate or resentment or the anger. You're saying, I can't move forward because they didn't give me permission to. That's too much power you're giving to that person. And me being able to shift in perspective, you're like, wait a minute. I got control over my healing. Cool. Forgive them. Let it go. Let them be them and let you choose you. So faith is a beautiful anchor when it comes to these circumstances. So I'll give you an example. In Galatians 3 verse 13, it says, bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance, forgive as the Lord forgave you. Literally, we receive grace from God every day. And that same grace we receive, we should be able to extend it to those around us, starting with ourselves first. We often beat ourselves up. How could I allow myself to be there for so long? How was I so foolish? Why did I do this? And beat ourselves up? No. There's a big difference between holding yourself accountable and beating yourself up. And if you keep beating yourself up, you're going to knock yourself out. Be kind to yourself as you're becoming someone you've never been before. This might be the hardest fight of your fight, but it's a good one. You're learning to forgive. When you love so deeply, when it cuts so deeply, when the betrayal is in there and it's twisting like a knife. I've been there. And it brings out pieces of yourself. It ends up seeping this disgusting poison out of your heart as it breaks that starts to dictate your actions, which is a horrible representation of your true character. I've been there. I'm not speaking from the books I've read. I'm speaking from experience. So I want you to take this practical step. I want you to write a letter of release. Start with, I release you from the power your choices had over me. I choose peace for myself. Don't send this letter. I want you to write it. I want you to read it and maybe even light it on fire, tear it up, find something you can do to let it go, to free it naturally. And then repeat this step or this exercise or this practical step as many days, times as you need. When you feel as though your heart hasn't softened yet, write it down. All the things you wish you could have said that were left unsaid. Put it on paper. Place it down. It is therapeutic. But don't send it. They don't get that from you. Whether it's good energy or bad energy, they don't get any type of energy from you. You get it for you. So find a healthy way to give yourself that version of closure. And Ephesians 4 verse 31 through 32 says, get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, growling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another. Forgive each other, just as Christ forgave you. Both verses that I just read tells you to forgive others just like Christ forgives you. They say grace and mercy is two sides of the same coin. Because mercy says you deserve this punishment, but you're not going to get it. Grace says you don't deserve this forgiveness, but you're going to get it anyways. And we get that every single day, and it's hard to do it as human beings. But the best way to free yourself from the pain, the suffering, to forgive, is to extend that to the individuals that hurt you the most. And I'm still learning to do that. I still am. There are days where I look back and I just get mad of how everything played out. Mad at myself for allowing it to end the way it did. And mad at them for doing it. Like, if you said you loved me, then why the heck did you hurt me? If you say you love me, why didn't you even apologize? But then I realized that at the end of the day, people are fighting their own fights. Fighting their own demons. And maybe they aren't saying sorry, not because they don't think that they should. Maybe they're holding on to so much shame and guilt. Just the thought of reaching out and apologizing seems overwhelming. Looking in the mirror and accepting the actions that they did with their decisions that they've followed through with seems impossible. There's always more to the other side of the story that oftentimes we don't ever get to see. So today's journal prompt is, what anger, resentment, or hurt am I still carrying? And what would it feel like to set it down, even just for today? I'll say it again. What anger, resentment, or hurt am I still carrying? And what would it feel like to set it down, even just for today? Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's not. It's strength. It's choosing to value your peace over your pain. You don't have to wait for an apology in order to move forward. They don't get that from you. They don't have that much power that you moving forward is contingent on their permission to do so. You can decide today to release the weight. Keep walking. Keep releasing. And if you're looking for a safe space to do so, I really encourage the healing community. There's a 7-day free trial. We have weekly group Zoom calls, monthly webinars. It's a safe space to help you heal and remind you that you're not alone in this journey. When you feel lost, you look for more clarity, this is a perfect place to run to get support, to get structure, to get guidance. Anyways, until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Like, please, subscribe, please. And I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. Understand this. You don't have to change the world. Just don't leave it the same. So live fully, love deeply, laugh hard, and help someone. And if you can't help them, at the very least, don't hurt them. And I strongly recommend with you starting with you. All right, peace out. See you tomorrow. Peace from Dees.